Microphone, chicka chicka check, 1 2 1 2. This is your host, not son, baby. And this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. You know, social media made people easily accessible. You know, and what I mean by that is that, you know, all you need is an email account, a password, and voila, you have a social media page. And, you know, social media made meeting people a lot easier. It made meeting people a lot easier, dating a lot easier, and having sex a lot easier. Because instead of going outside the old fashioned way, like we did back in the day, all you have to do is log on and you're good. You know, all you have to do is log on and, you know, go into various groups and meet people or add groups to your page and add people to your page. And you in there like swimwear. You feel me? And you know, women for the most part, all they have to do is post half naked pictures or, you know, have a nice shape and a cute face and bada bing, bada bang, they good. You know, a lot of women, they don't have to exhaust themselves with meeting new people. You feel me? But for the fellas, for the most part, you know, we have to let our personality shine. You feel me? It's like we have to know how to work the groups. And should you use social media as a dating site? Hell yeah, you should. Hell freaking yeah. Why? Because it's fucking free. You feel me? Instead of paying X amount of dollars a month to meet people, like back in the day, you could just log on and, you know, you could do your thing from there. You know, just don't do any goofy shit like send dick pics and call chicks in the messenger without permission, and you would be good. But, you know, to successfully meet women on social media groups, well, particularly Facebook, because Facebook is more ideal for that. You know, Instagram is kind of hard. Twitter is kind of hard. You know, Twitter and Instagram is more pictorial. You know, it's not really much interaction. But when it comes to Facebook, you know, Facebook is more geared to people meeting each other, interacting with each other. You know, it made people more interactive, so to speak. So when you get in these groups, you have to let your personality shine. You did. You got to let it shine. You have to let your personality shine to the point where women want to get to know you. You did. They want to get to know you. They want to get to know the man behind the keys. You did. So, you know, when you get in these groups, you know, you should be active. Post topics, post pictures. If you love to travel, post pictures of you traveling. You have to market yourself. You have to position yourself as a dude who's going places, who's seen things, who could provide value to a woman's time. You feel me? You just not being a creep going from inbox to inbox trying to get some pussy. You know what I'm saying? You playing this stupid ass numbers game where you telling yourself, if I inbox 100 women, I'm gonna at least get 2 of them. When you could have used that to something more productive. You know, so you have to work the groups. You have to get in these Facebook groups, these travel groups, these freak groups. Yes, they got these freak groups. They got these swinger groups, these lifestyle groups. Any group that provides a social setting. You know, any groups that's about socializing, you have to work these groups. You know, and what do I mean by working these groups? Post some pictures, post topics, you know, provide dialogue with women. You know, let your personality and your common sense shine. You feel me? Don't be just like a sex hound and the first good looking woman you see, you want to inbox her. She doesn't know you. You know what I'm saying? A woman is more comfortable when they see how you move in these groups, when they see if you have some fucking sense, when they see that you have some intelligence about yourself and you're not this awkward person who just looking for sex on some lobby lizard type shit. You know what I'm saying? A lobby lizard is like a dude, he go to a hotel party, he doesn't have a room, but he's looking for sex from a chick, hoping that she'll let him crash for the night. You know what I'm saying? That's what dudes do when they get on social media. They have no game, they have no style, they have no wisdom, but they going from inbox to inbox sending dick pics, hoping that the woman would take the bait. You know what I'm saying? They throwing Hail Marys hoping they'll get a touchdown. You feel me? You're not even in the end zone. You're not even in the friend zone. You're in the dead zone because you're not getting anywhere. You have no method to your madness. So you have to use these groups. Real talk. You have to interact in these groups. Be active. Be likable. Have an engaging personality where women can know that you're a people's person. And that's how you work these groups. Don't go in these groups kissing ass. Don't go in these groups to go along to get along. Don't go in these groups to cape for women. You know what I'm saying? You know she's full of shit, but you're agreeing with her just to get on her good side. You're fronting. You don't have to front to bust them cheeks. You feel me? And at the same time, you don't have to be an asshole. Sometimes to make friends, you know, you could stay away from controversial topics. You know what I'm saying? If you want to if you want to make friends at first, stay away from controversial topics. Post safe topics. Post safe topics like talk about places you like to travel. What can I do when I'm in Chicago? What can I do when I'm in New York? What can I do when I'm in LA, Atlanta, Miami, Seattle, Milwaukee, Cleveland, Philadelphia, DC, Baltimore, Houston, Dallas, Phoenix, San Diego, whatever the case. Post topics that everybody could relate to. Don't get controversial. You don't want to cut your nose to spite your face, because a lot of groups, it's about leaving your worries in the real world. When people go in these social groups, like these dating groups, these meetup groups, people want to let their hair down, so to speak. They don't want to be reminded of the real world. So it's up to you, as the charismatic super fly that you are. You have to bring that pleasure to the group. You have to be a source of pleasure to the group. You feel me? That's not to say that you're faking it. You have your thoughts. You do. But it's not about you. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be so narcissistic and so egotistical that you think it's about you. It's not about you. It's about what can you provide to the group. You know what I'm saying? It's what you could provide to the group. Topics that people could relate to, interact. And you have to work the group. That's all I can say. And you should use social media as a dating group. Because trust me, a lot of these chicks say, stop inboxing me. This ain't no dating site. Man, fuck that, man. Because the minute they see a dude they want to fuck, they on his dick and sucking him off 6 ways to Sunday. So don't listen to that. The reason why they say that is because dumb motherfuckers are fucking it up by sending them dick pics, cold calling them through the messenger, and doing all types of goofy shit for pussy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So should you use social media as a dating site? Yes, you should use social media as a dating site. How else you going to meet people? When people go to clubs, when people go to lounges, when people go to the gym, half the time they on their fucking phones anyway, even at work. So people are always on social media. So how can you not use it as a fucking dating site? You know what I'm saying? People are on their phones all the time. So you have no choice but to use social media as a way to meet people, as a way to date, as a way to fuck. You dig? It's like you can't be serious when you say that you shouldn't use social media as a dating site, because as long as sexual attraction is there, you're going to meet people who's feeling you. And when you get in these groups and you're using common sense and your personality radiates and you have this magnetic attraction about yourself, you have this charisma and charm about yourself, then you're going to get laid. You're going to get some ass. You're going to bust some cheeks. Real talk. Just don't be thirsty about it. Just don't be a hound about it. Just don't be a fiend about it. Just be cool. Because it's going to come to you. It's going to come to you. And don't talk about sex. Like when you get in these groups, Stay away from the sex topics. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could chime in, like you could add some wisdom to a post, but don't come across as you're thirsty for sex. It's like don't like you know what I'm saying? Don't be stalking chicks in these groups and chase them around. It's like that's a turnoff. You could add friends from these groups when women are more familiar with you, when they see that you're a good guy. Then that's when you shoot your shot. When women get familiar with you and they recognize you from the group, then you can shoot your shot because they fuck with you. They know that you're a good dude based on what they see for them to advance the conversation. You know what I'm saying? They accept your friend request once they see how you come across, once they see how you move. Because if they like what they see, then they want to see what's on your mind. You dig? So that's how you work the groups. Post pictures about yourself. Be intriguing. You feel me? Be intriguing. Post something that will make people want to know about you. Don't post just a post. Don't post some weird shit that, before you could start the battle, you lost the fucking war. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't do any goofy shit. Just like if you go on vacation, post about that. Post about something that's going to interest people. Be interesting. Be fascinating. And that's the key. Be fascinating. You have to know how to market yourself. You dig? So, I'm going to say it again. Should you use social media as a dating site? Hell yeah, you should. I know I do. You feel me? Like, man, not for nothing. Facebook saved my sex life when I was in college. Real talk. And I'm going to talk about that later. But, social media, Facebook specifically, when Facebook was just for college students, when your school needed to be on the Facebook database and you had a collegiate email address and you get a password to log in. Yes, Facebook saved my sex life in college. I'm not afraid to admit that either. Ow. And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark. This is your host, Nasun, baby. Check out my website at www.nasunblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, You, Me, Us, Them, The Swinger Manifesto. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. Why? Because I wrote it. Simple as that. And, subscribe, like, comment, rate this podcast. Share all the episodes from this podcast. You feel me? And, hit me up on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Pinterest, all that good shit. You dig? All right, family. Y'all be cool out there. And on that note, until next time, peace.